Hello and welcome to Kelly's Wordy Reactions. Okay, so today I'm going to go ahead and try to get straight into this call that phone calls from prison just posted up between um, Nesto and Dre. And then the second call is between Nesto and Sonya. So if you don't already know, let me tell you these conversations that people are having, where Nesto, of course, is the common denominator. They're all kind of sort of hitting the fan and bouncing off the walls and catching back up to him. So he um, called called Dre. I'm assuming that's how it works. You have to call the person, right? So looks like Nesto called Dre, or he got word that Dre wanted to talk to him. So he called him, and and Dre is highly upset because of the call where Nesto was talking to Sonya, and Sonya sat there and called Dre an idiot, and she said, that call where she was saying it shouldn't be any questions. He should just know your character and that's it. And like she wants to play, um nobody should have any questions. Everybody should just look at the predicament that he's in and just know that he had nothing to do with it. Like somehow, some kind of way, um all of these things that he's been charged with is no fault of his own, and everybody should just know it. Everybody should know that his character is not like this, even though the fact that he's even talking to her is a crazy hit to his character. The fact that he has had, what do they keep saying, 500 conversations with her in all this time, and those are just the ones that have been recorded. Not to mention other type of communication with the tablet and everything. So, everybody's supposed to just totally dismiss the fact that has nothing to do with his character. The fact that he's not faithful, the types of conversations that he has with his friends, is just, nobody's supposed to look at that as a direct hit on his character. Everybody that he knows is just supposed to be like, oh, he couldn't have possibly had anything to do with any of this. We know that he's just, full of integrity, and you know he didn't do any of this. I think that's why it's not good to lie to yourself, because see, all of this lying that they do, uh to themselves and between each other, Nesto and Sonya, it's just this constant ping pong ball of lying back and forth and back and forth. And now, this thing has they've said things that harm somebody, and really he does it all the time, but I feel like he's so unaware of what he's saying, because Dre is really the only person that ever kind of puts him in check about anything. So, he just kind of goes unchecked so often, and it gets so out of hand. Now what he's said has caught back up to him, and we're going to hear it in a second. He's going to realize he's really, really, really hurt his friend, even just by talking to this woman about his friend. That hurts. Like when you have a friend, a really good best friend, the things that you say in confidence, they're not supposed to tell anybody. That that's a problem. That the whole thing is a problem from the word go of him even discussing his friend with Sonya. So this whole thing is, it really is a mess. I would just say, yeah, this is one of the main reasons why it's really not good to lie to yourself and to have somebody that's like such a willing participant in lying to you, and y'all just feed each other these lies back and forth, and eventually it's gonna get out of hand. And so that's what we're gonna see here today. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this call though. um Gonna get it pulled up, share this screen with y'all and get it popping. Okay, all right.
This video contains 2 calls made on January 14th, 2024. The links to the calls pertaining to these conversations will be in the description and also at the end of this video. In this first call, you will hear Dre confront Ernesto about some things that he heard in the jail calls. Take a listen.
You sleep over there?
Hello?
You sleep?
I'm laying down. What's going on, Ernest?
Good. The folks, they want you to call them because they said they got something to talk to you about.
Say that again?
They want you to call them because they got something to talk to you about.
Right. What they got to talk to me about?
We can't talk about it on the phone.
Okay.
Yeah, so they want to talk to you.
Well, I just text you. I called them and told them to call you.
They did.
Huh?
They just did.
Right. Because I want to talk to you. I know you can't talk on the phone. So this call that she just dropped today about me.
Hold on. I'm sorry to stop this so quick, but this is something that I didn't pick up on at first. Nesto really sat here and tried to keep this conversation off the phone calls from prison. He tried to keep this off of Global Tail Link or whatever the name of this thing is. So even though it looks like Dre told Sonya that he wants to talk to Nesto, Nesto calls Dre and tells Dre, hey, I need you to call Sonya. I need you to just call and talk to her. She knows what I want to say to you. And Dre is sitting there like, no, I'm the one who started this whole thing. I need to talk to you right now in person. You the person. This is the call that I want to have recorded or whatever. So this man really tried to hide and not have to have this phone call on here, even though he was happy to tell this woman about his best friend of 30 years behind his best friend's back, and then willing to kind of trash talk him. The only thing that he really didn't agree with was when Sonya said he's an idiot. And he said, no, now the man ain't no idiot. But that was about it. Everything else, he was fully willing to just let her rip because of his own emotional unintelligence. But all right, I'm sorry. Let me try to let it play a little bit longer. This is here we go.
When you made the call to her the other day, what's going on with that call down? I'm gonna ask you first, since it's all bloggers.
Okay, refresh me on the call.
When you called her and told her you came and got me out the woods, you ain't messing with nobody no more but her. Thank God for her. She said I'm an idiot with a truck driving company. I should know your character. All that stuff down.
Okay. Well, that call was probably because at the time I was trying to get a lawyer, and what was told to me that my character is that nobody didn't believe in me no more. That's what that came from. If that's the whole conversation that you heard. Is that what you heard?
Right. It's whatever you right. Whatever you shared with her, it's on the internet. It just dropped today. I came and got the nigga out the woods. The nigga asked me about this. Oh, goddamn. Okay.
Okay,
So,
go ahead. Go ahead. Say what you have to say. I want to make sure I hear it clear.
I mean, that's it. I mean, it's the call. It's the same thing you said to her.
I know what I'm saying.
I got all kind of calls today. I mean, about have you heard what he said about you? So, since it's publicity and that's what they do for publicity, I just want to know.
No, all I said was
Did you say it to her?
what I said to her was at the time she said, "Well, he said he can't do this, do that, and they can't understand why I'm the only one doing this and that for you. And they know your character, and they know you didn't do it. Why is nobody's not helping you?" And what I said, but I don't think I said that too fucked up about you. I know I didn't.
It's on the call. I heard it from myself. They want me to hear from myself.
Okay, well, I don't think I said nothing that fucked up. So whatever I said, I probably said out of anger or hurt. I probably did say it. I'm not gonna say I did.
But okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
But when you're talking to her about what me and you done been through for 20, 30 years, that's the part that I don't understand. Who is she?
Well, first of all, I don't think I talked to her like that. Did you hear me on the phone say that? Now, if I said it, I said it. If I said it,
yeah.
But if I said it, I said it in some other kind of way. I don't think I said it that fucked up. So
well, I don't have to make nothing up. I mean, it's on the internet. They're gonna get it tomorrow, and they're gonna tear it up. I mean, like I said, she just released it today.
Who is she?
Who is
Who is she?
What you mean she?
You say somebody released something. I don't understand what you're saying.
The people that released the phone calls.
Okay, so they released a phone call today. Did you hear the whole conversation?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I want to hear. Okay.
Okay.
So what the conversation was stemming from?
If you already don't talk to her, I'm sure she's already told you.
No, she has not told me. That's what
okay. It's you and her talking.
Yes.
I heard it for myself.
Okay.
So I'm just asking you, just want to hear from you. Because I just got off the phone with you the other day. You never mentioned nothing about that. You didn't say nothing.
No.
You said, because you told her that she came and got me out the woods. You told her that my ex-wife told me don't call you no more. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I probably said that.
You and I'm probably in it. You said it. That's all.
Okay, but go ahead. I'm listening.
But here's the thing: when you venting to her, you mad with me or upset with me about something for 20, 30 years that you can't come and talk to me about? You know that they're listening at the phone calls. You know that they twisting stuff like it is. So you go share it with her, and you let her tell you that you should have hung up the phone on me. That I'm an idiot with a.
Okay, I'm gonna rewind that back just a little bit so we can get the fullness of it. But I just wanted to say this. Yes, he's telling her, Dre, unfortunately, sir, because he's not the same type of caliber of person as you. So the way that we see Dre go straight in, and when I heard this call, what was like ringing in my, it was like a jingle ringing in my head saying Sonya is dirty and Dre don't play. Okay. Sonya is dirty, like dirty lady. Okay. She's always talking about how messy other people are. This woman surpassed messy so long ago, and she's been playing this mind game of getting all of his people out the way for a long time. They really do deserve each other because we've been listening to him for a long time. We've been listening to her for a long time. Nesto is dirty. And it's really just no hiding it. That's him. They talk his character is dirty. Okay. And then Sonya is dirty. She all the way down there with him. And I don't know how it is that Dre hadn't figured this out by now. But Dre is not this way. Dre comes straight in. He tells you everything. He don't try to escape. He don't let you escape. Like, he gonna come at you straight at it and sort it out until it all gets sorted out. But Nesto don't have this type of character. So yes, he listened to Dre, whatever Dre had to say. He was pissed about that. He didn't like the fact that Dre was coming straight in, straight for the neck. What we doing here? What's going on? You gonna have to tell me about all this. I need to understand. I need to know whether it's yes or no or whatever it is. I need for you to talk to me about this. But they just want to cloak everything under, no, don't ask me any questions. You've been knowing me all this time. There should be no questions. And that's just not the Dre is a communicator. He's a question asker. He's a accountability holder. And I think because he's that way, he doesn't mind you holding him accountable as well. So Nesto really could have just come and just talk to him about it. Or when he was on the phone, instead of him cowering down and just going with the yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, what he was doing when Dre was, kind of hammering those questions into him, he could have just said something, spoke up for himself, said more so that he would feel better about the conversation. But he didn't feel good about all of the whole thing. He didn't feel good about it. He didn't allow himself to speak back, probably because I don't know. I'm gonna leave that right there. He didn't allow himself to really speak back to Dre when he had the opportunity. So he's holding on to that animosity. And what does he do with it? Go to Sonya and start, unloading. So that's what happened. Let me roll this back a little bit. And so we can hear the fullness of what he's saying.